you come to the NTS and you're asking me for one of the highest stim pre-workouts in the shop, Gates of Hell is absolutely in that conversation. One of the most face-melting pre's we've had in a long time. It's not the highest caffeine content in the entire range, however. At 475, it's certainly no slouch in that department, but it's the symphony of other ingredients around that large caffeine dose that really take this thing to a whole other level. At the 2-scoop dose, one of the most euphoric, completely unhinged pre-workouts I've personally experienced in the modern era or old era of pre-workouts. I'm actually going to make that statement. So this is not a beginner pre-workout. You can, of course, 1-scoop it, and it is still a very high stim pre at the 1-scoop. So wouldn't even consider it a daily driver, but it might be a daily driver for an absolute stim head. If you were in some sort of funk and you were barely about to make it to the gym, just even take 1 scoop. I can guarantee you're going now. Obviously a heavy caffeine dose, but large dose of the Juglans Regia. That's the English Walnut, 300 milligrams, so it's right up there at the upper end, and the 2 grams of Tyrosine. So don't underestimate Tyrosine. It can really bring out that dopaminergic euphoria. You got a massive 6.4 grams of Beta-Alanine, so if you like the tingles, well, you're gonna get the tingles. It really does live up to the name, Gates of Hell. You are gonna absolutely murder the weight session. Is there a crash after? Absolutely. Is that because it makes you train your absolute ass off? I think so. It could also be the neurological fatigue from just being so stimulated from these ingredients. Probably less chance of crash at the 1 scoop, but make sure you have some carbohydrates after your training session, because if you're going to thrash yourself, your body's going to be screaming for carbs and proteins to start the repair process and level out some of that blood sugar drop that comes from a monster session. Maybe sip some carbs during, but strap yourself in. If you want an absolute face melter, Gates of Hell is in stock, in-store and online at the NTS. We've got multiple flavors. This is the sour candy grape flavor, or there's my personal favorite, the vanilla cola. Absolute masterpiece from the people over at OCD, doing some great products in the Aussie market. We're very proud to stock this at the NTS, the store that wants to help you optimize your daily life through supplementation.
If you're looking for the NTS, we're right next to One Playground Gym down the south end of King Street, Newtown.